Welcome to this tutorial on WordPress and how to use it. WordPress is an open source content management software that enables users to create websites with ease. It was introduced in 2003, and since then it has gained more recognition and become the best content management system that exists in the world. As of now, WordPress powers over 42% of all the websites that we have on the internet. This tutorial will walk you through how to use WordPress, the basic tools, and the concept of WordPress. Now, to use WordPress, it is possible to download WordPress from wordpress.org by clicking on Get WordPress, and then you can download and install on your local server. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to use a live hosting, since most live hosting already have WordPress as one of the software that you can install on your server with a one-click procedure. So if you do not have a hosting, you can check the link in the description of this video and get hosting either from TrueHost, or you can get from InterServer. The links are in the description of the video. Okay, so as soon as you get your hosting and domain, mind you, the domain is the name you want to bear on the internet. Take for instance, facebook.com is a domain name. So once you have chosen domain name and you have gotten hosting, also I'm going to leave a link in the description of the video for you to watch the video on how to get domain name and hosting, the procedures and all of that. So as soon as you have gotten your hosting and domain, you will be given a credential that you can now use to log in to the back end where you can work on your website. So all you need to do, for instance, is to type your domain name which you have just bought and put /cpanel. Now this will bring you to a place where you log in to your cPanel. The details that you will use to log into this cPanel will be sent to you by the hosting company, say TrueHost or InterServer or any other hosting you may choose. Now, once you get to this screen, all you need to do is provide your username and the password as given to you, and then click login. When you log in, the interface most time look the same on almost all web hosting companies. You also find a video in the description of this video on a walkthrough of the cPanel. Now, to install WordPress on your domain name that you have just bought, you need to scroll down. You have to scroll past the email, the Jetpack section, the file manager, the SEO and marketing, databases, domain, and then you have to go to software or Softaculous. you either come to Softaculous app installer, or under software you will also find WordPress manager. So let's use this. Let's click on WordPress, and then we will be presented with a WordPress installation screen. What you have to do on this screen: number one, click on install now. 2, you choose the HTTPS protocol or HTTPS www. Avoid using the first two, as it will make your website not secure. Secondly, you have to choose a domain name. In the case of this tutorial, I will have to choose because I have many, but in your case as a beginner, I believe you have just one domain which you have just gotten. So after choosing that, this area where it says in directory and it's written WP, you have to erase it. If you do not erase, it simply means that for you to access your website, you will have to type in your domain name /WP, which is not a correct practice. Next, you have to come to the username and set a username for yourself. It's advised that you do not leave it as just admin. You can type something like this is my own username. You can type in anything. Then I will hide the password and type in a password for myself. You should do the same. Now once you've done that, the next thing is the admin email. You can choose to use your personal email, or you use the email for the website which you must have created using the cPanel. You can check this channel for a video on how to create webmails on the cPanel. Once you've done this, you have to give a name to your website. In this case, I'm going to leave it as my blog. Then a brief description of what you will be doing on the website is what we have here. So I can leave this one as default since it's just a tutorial. So having done this, the next thing is for you to scroll down and then click on install. This should take less than a minute before it runs to 100%. When the installation has completed successfully, you will get two links. The first one is the link to your new website, which is already pre-installed with WordPress. When you right click and open in a new tab, you will have something like this. Okay, so we have something like this, which is just a page showing us one post that has been made for us titled Hello World and nothing else. Meanwhile, you have another link here that opens to the back end. This place is called the front end because it is the place that the world sees. It is what the world sees when they access your domain name. While this other panel is called the back end because it is the area where you control what happens on your website. So you will be brought to this WordPress panel dashboard where you can manage your website. In a situation where you logged out of this place, probably you want to log in again, let me quickly show you what happens. This is the screen you will have. To come to this screen at any time, simply type in your domain name like this and then /wp-admin. This will bring you to the login screen of WordPress. Now type in the username you used while installing and the password, and then you can log in. Okay, so this brings you to the home screen. Alright, the first thing I always advise to do is to remove this notification that we have on the dashboard. You do this by coming to screen options and marking out all of this. The only one that I recommend leaving on is your site health status, for you to see if there's any problem with your site. As soon as we've installed WordPress and we have this, now the next thing we want to do here is to change our theme. Now the theme is like the architecture of the entire website. The theme determines everything that is possible within the interface. Take for instance, the theme that we have here right now is the WordPress 2022 theme that is powering this. So if we go to our dashboard, go to appearance, and we click on themes. Now we can see here that 2022 is active. What if we click on this 2020 and then we activate it? Now let's see. Let's go ahead and refresh our page here. Now we can see it's still the same, only one post that we have here, but the arrangement has changed, the color and other things has changed. So that is it. This is a 2021. Let's try this one. Activate this, and you see the change immediately. So for this tutorial, we're going to use a theme, so we can add other theme apart from these ones that we have here. As a matter of fact, I would like you to just do what? Go ahead and delete every other one that is not active. Let's close this. Okay, this is what is active now. These other ones here, click on these details and then hit delete. So you can do that. I would not want to do that again, so not to make the video long. So we can add a new theme from the theme library, and there are so many themes, but for this tutorial we're going to use a very popular theme that is called the Astra theme. This is what we're going to use. So we just click on install. Right, it's installing. Okay, now it's installed. Then we activate. Alright, so now let's go ahead and look at this and see what happens. Now you can see that there's another change. Alright, so and one of the reasons why we're using this is that, look at this message here, copyright 2022 my blog powered by Astra WP team. If we actually use this 2020, 2021 or 2022, we will not be able to edit that footer detail, except we have to do a bit of coding. That is number one. Then again, this Astra theme does has more flexibility again, more than this inbuilt theme. So that is why we're using the Astra theme. Okay, so that is theme. You can use any theme from either the theme library, or you can download from anywhere if there's a particular theme that you already have in mind to use. So you can download from anywhere, and then in that case, when you click on add new, if you have gotten a theme from somewhere, maybe you bought from ThemeForest or wherever, or somebody gave you a premium theme, then you can click on upload theme, and then you can pick your theme from wherever you have it. Okay, so that's that. Now the next thing we want to do is let's look at some of these colors, the background and the rest, and that's going to be under customize. It's going to be under customize. We click under appearance, we go to customize. Now I'm just going to demonstrate some of the customizer settings that we can do. Okay, now when customizing, you will be able to see a preview of your work here. So as you can see, on your home page, which is this, I'm going to be having this sidebar, and basically you are not expected to have this on your blog page. So take for instance the sidebar, you can do what? You can remove it. I'm going to come to that later. Okay, so let's see on a page, if you are to go to this page, this is a page, sample page. Let's see what happens there. This is it, is a page, and still yet you have the sidebar. Okay, so now what are the things you can do? The first thing we can do under the customizer is go to global. Here we can choose typography, that is the font. Alright, so under typography we can see the presets and different styles. Then we have the body font family, that is the body of the website. So we can pick from here. It says inherit, so is either we inherit or we pick a particular font style. So let me search for a particular style. Okay, I can pick this. Then this will be applied to all my pages. Okay, the size, then the height and the rest. So from here you can do every other setting. For your headings, you can also pick I'm going to use the same thing, so you can pick your choice from here, make whatever changes you want to make, and then you hit publish. Moving back, we go to colors. So we have the global palette. So then theme color, that is the major color of the theme, is blue, and that is why you say that most of this, like this ones here, this and every other thing is blue. So based on your brand color, you can pick another one. So I would like to go with gold. Then that's that. Then you can go back from here. Then link, for links, so we have this. Then for links, like this one is a link. Then what should be the default color? We can make it red, and then click back and you have it. So you can make changes to all of this. Then for headings, so you can have this, you can change the color. They are black, so maybe I want to make it blue. Okay, so I'm going to pick blue. Okay, so that's that. So you can make any changes here and then hit publish. Go back, then we'll go to buttons. Now for the buttons, we can select the default type of buttons like this, the shape. Then we can pick the colors. For the text inside, as we can see here, we have white as the text, so we can change the color here. For now, you can see there are two colors. We have when it's normal and when it's hovered upon, so we can pick the colors. Now let's say okay, we want to leave it as white. Then when it's hovered, then it's black. Okay, then for the background, normally maybe we want it to be a shade of gold, and when it's hovered, then it should be blue. Okay, so that's that. We pick that, then we can hit publish. Then we can go back, and for the container, the layout is okay, the default layout is okay. So let's move away from there. Go to header builder. Here you can insert your site title. So in case maybe at the time of installation you were not sure of this, now you are sure you want to change this, you can make changes to this title. You can say instead of blog, you can call it let's say tutorial. So whatever you want to do there. Then we have a site icon. Okay, let's go ahead and put the logo first. So we can look for a logo. Okay, let me go to my download, and I'm going to use this. Alright, so I insert this, and it's asking me to crop. I'll just keep cropping because I want to use the entire board. Okay, then logo width, I'm going to reduce this. Let's scroll down, and then we can reduce this and make it very small. Okay, even we can reduce more. Let's make this 55 or 45. Okay, so like that. Then we have a site icon. The site icon is what you see at this edge here, at this edge of the browser. So we can use the same thing. You can use your logo as well. So go ahead and crop, and then you can see a preview of it. You can see a preview of it. This is how it's going to appear on the browser. So immediately you put that, you can see that here. Then you can publish. Okay, so what else can we do here? Again, we can make a footer. Okay, before we go to footer, we talked about sidebars earlier. So here we have sidebar. Now default layout says right sidebar, which is this sidebar on the right. So we can click here and say no sidebars. Okay, and this will go off. Okay, so that is it. Then we have our full page. Okay, now on the contrary, we can also make this. We can leave the right sidebar, but for our blog post, our blog page, you can say for our blog post no sidebars, and for our pages no sidebars. Okay, so then we can publish. Okay, let's make it let's just say no sidebars, and then we can publish. Okay, this is achieve, say no sidebar. Then default, we can still leave right sidebar. I'm doing this because we might need it on some pages. On some pages we might need the sidebar, so it's not okay to remove it totally, so we can leave it on the default. But for these pages we say no sidebar. Then we can publish. Then we can go back and let's talk about our footer. Down here, what do you want to add here? First we go to our copyright, and then we can edit this. So we have copyright. So, and what do we have here? We have copyright, okay, current year, then site title, then powered by. So this powered by area, we can remove this. So we'll remove this, and then we can publish. So this is the copyright. Then before the copyright, what do you want to insert there? So we can go back, and then we can say design. So on these areas here, we can click here to add something. So for instance, we may want to add our social buttons here, and let's say on this other side we want to add a widget. Okay, so this widget, now widget 1, we have to go back there and edit the widget. Then let's say here we want to put widget 2, and here we want to put footer menu. Now once we have this widget 1, widget 2 and footer menu, then we need to go back and work on that. So we can go back and we go to widgets. Okay, go to widgets. So now this says that we can work on widgets but not on this page. So okay, so we can actually go to a page that allows that. Let's go to the sample page and see if we can work on our widgets. Okay, so we'll do that at the other side. Then go back to home page settings. We can either choose to use our latest post, which is what we have right now on the home page. All our latest post comes, but we can pick a static page, and let's say maybe the sample page is going to be our page. Then we can also have a blog page, so we have to create all of that. So for now, let's just publish. Okay, so I think for now we are done with that. talk about menus. Yes, we need a menu. We can create a menu now, so and we can name this one footer menu. So it's going to be for the footer. Okay, then we can create another one for this. What are we going to add to it? So we can just add, this is the only page we have now. This is the only page we have. So we can add it, and then we can go back and publish. Then we can create a new menu. The second menu we're going to create is the main menu. Create a new menu, give it a name, and the name is going to be main. Okay, so and it's going to be the primary menu, and it's going to act as the secondary menu as well. So we go ahead and click next. Then main menu, we can add item. For now we only have this page as well, so we add it to the main menu as well. Then we can add categories and other things, but we'll do that later. All right, so we move away from here. Now if we look at this, now you can see here we have sample page, that is the footer menu. For this widget we've not added anything. For here we've not added anything, so you can go back and close this. Okay, so now from here we can go to widgets. Okay, now for each of the widgets, okay, this is main sidebar. For the footer we have footer 1 here. Then you can click on it and add something there. So probably at the footer we want to add we already have a social, we already have a menu. Okay, so probably let's say we want to add a recent posts. Okay, latest post on the footer, so you can see that. Then for the footer widget 2, what do we want to add? Okay, let's browse up. You can even embed a video or whatever you feel like adding. So let's say we want to add a calendar. Okay, so that is that. Now that is that for the widgets. Then we can save this. Now if you look at our page here and refresh, you can see we no longer have the sidebar. That is 1. 2, the sample page is now acting as our home page. 2, then here we have associate share, we have the latest post, we have the footer menu, and then this is where we added the calendar. Is it footer widget 2, this is footer widget 1, and this is footer widget 2. Okay, and the calendar is not coming up. Let's refresh. Okay, so now it's coming up. So this is just a demo. You decide what you want to add. You can look at other pages and then take inspirations from there. Okay, all right, now let's go to creating these pages. Now, what are the necessary pages we want to create? The number one page we would like to create is our home page. So go to add new. Now, the block editor that you use to create pages is the same thing you use to create your post. So for this, we're just going to have home. So let's say this is our home page, then we can publish. Now, what do we want to add on our home page? We can use this to add a block. Each item we add on the home, on the page, or on the post are referred to as blocks. You can say types, type to choose a block. So you can either use this or you use this, whichever one to pick. But here it only displays 6, and then you can browse all. But when you click here, you have all of them. Okay, so let's assume on our home page, the first thing that appears at the top here is going to be, let's say, maybe an image. So let's search for image. So let's assume that our website is a kind of website teaching people on how to let's assume is a digital marketing. Okay, so you can upload from here, but I think I have one uploaded to the media library, so I want to use this. Okay, so I want to put this here. Then this caption, I do not want it. This caption, I don't want to see it there. Alright, so that is that. Then after inserting this, then I want to put a kind of heading. So I'm going to click here and say heading. I'm going to type become a professional digital marketer in 7 days. Okay, it's professional. Okay, so like this. Now when you write like this, what can you do? Number one, you can change the size of the heading. This is H1, so you have H1 to H7. Now apart from that, what else can you do? You can decide to make it bold. You can change text color. Okay, so let's come to this side here. You can go to color, and then you can, okay, text color is already set from the background, but we can also change from here. So depending on the brand color, so we can pick this, and then we can go off from there. So now after that, then we can add a paragraph, maybe a paragraph text, and I'm going to use a text. I have a pre-written text. Okay, digital marketing. So I have a document here. I'm going to copy from it just 1 or 2 lines that talks about digital marketing. Okay, so I'm going to copy as much as this. Okay, so I'm going to paste that here. Okay, so I have this, then like that. Then after that, the next thing I want to do, enter, and then I want to add a button. So I'm going to add a button so that anyone who is interested can now contact me. So in the button text, so I'm going to say learn more. Okay, then for this button, where is it going to link to? I'm going to click here. So where is this button going to link to? Probably maybe my WhatsApp group, I mean my WhatsApp message, or wherever. So I'm going to type something like one.me, then I can put in 2348065363048. Okay, so once you enter that, then you can click on this. Now when someone click on this button, it takes them to this direction. All right, so you must make sure whatever you are entering here is correct. I just put this as a test. So then from there we can enter other things. Probably I want to insert a video now. Let's say I want to embed a video from my YouTube channel to buttress what I do. So I can go to YouTube. Okay, so I can pick a video that talks about digital marketing, though I do not have one for now, but I can just pick a video. Let's click on this. All right, this is taking time. Okay, all right, so I'm going to pick just any one. Let's say this is what I want to use just for a test. So I'm going to pause this. So then I'm going to click on share, then copy this and bring it back here to this place, paste it in and hit embed, and straight away the video is going to display on my website. Okay, so the person can watch the video, and pretty much I can add any other thing. So I would advise you go through all of this on your own, and then you can learn how to use any of them. So you can use any one and make your work look good. All right, so that's it. I'm going to save this, then go back to pages, then I'm going to go back to pages, and I'm going to add new. Now this other one I want to create now is going to be block, just block. I'm not going to do anything there. We just go ahead and okay, so this is going to be this published. All right, so I'm going to leave this one like this, and I'm going to create another page, add new page, and this other page now I'm going to name it Contact Us. Okay, then what do I want to add here? I'm just going to add things like let's browse up. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to have a social there. Okay, so I'm coming back to that. Then we're going to have a short code as well, and pretty much what else do we want to add? Then okay, all right, I think that is all. Then maybe I'm going to enter my address, and okay, so pretty much what we have. So under Contact Us, for the short code to work, this is what we want to do. Go ahead and publish this. I'm going to use this page now. Go back to dashboard, and then we're going to head out to plugin. Now what plugins does is that they extend the functionality of the website. Some things that cannot be done ordinarily with the main inbuilt WordPress dashboard, you can use plugin to add more functionality. So what we want to do now is to add a plugin that enable us to display a contact form, that people can fill and then get in touch with us. So I'm going to use one very simple one and very common plugin. It's called Contact Form 7. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to install this, and we're going to activate. And if you look at this place now, you discover that immediately we install that, we now have a new option here that says contact. So we can say we have one contact form here pre-made for us. So this very contact form here, let's see what it says. So it's asking for the person's name, the email address, subject, and message. So, and I think is okay. So since it's okay, we can copy this, and then we can come to this place and paste it here. And once you paste it, you're going to have a contact form on this page. So if you publish this, and then we view this page now, you discover that on the Contact Us for page, this is what we have. Then so the person can enter their name. So whoever is contacting us can enter their name, they can enter their email address, and then they enter a subject and a message, and then they can send to us, and then we get in our email. It's going to go to our email, the admin email address. Okay, so that's that. Then after that, on this place, this one is the social share. Okay, so for this we click on this place, then we can see our patterns. Social link, let the preview be is a social link with shared background color. So this is what we have. Then here we can actually change this. Okay, so for this, what we do here, we can remove this. I'm going to remove this totally, and say remove social icon, because it seems the inbuilt social icon is not really doing what we want. So we can go back to this, and then we go to plugin once again, and then we can add a new one, add a new plugin. We can add a new plugin, and we can say social. So we can say social media share button. Okay, let's just say social icons. Okay, so social media share icon and the rest. So okay, so we can have this. Let's use this. Okay, let's use this one. So we install, and we activate. Now once we do that, we can go back to the new page, and we can refresh this. Okay, so we can now click here to choose a block, click on this, and then so here under this widgets we should have okay, so we should have here, so we can insert this. So we can say this now. So we can click on Facebook and set our address, set your Facebook address here, then go to Twitter, do the same thing to this, and you can add more. So when you want to add more, click on this. So this one could be click on edit, and then choose an icon. Let's say maybe this one is going to be for TikTok. Then you can save. So here you can edit this one as well. So this, edit, and look for another one. This is WhatsApp, and we can save. So like that, and then you go ahead and put the link to your handles, and you can update this, and when we click here we can see that should be there. So also apart from that, you may have, maybe you want to add something at the top here, before contact us, or maybe after the contact us, you may want to add a message. Let's say after this place, let's say here I may want to add a kind of heading. So let's say I'm adding a heading here, maybe reach us and let's discuss business. So you can have something like this, and then we can update. Then down here we can have just a paragraph. that says address, and we could have a address there, and then down we could have pretty much that's all, your address. Then they can you have your address, you have your social links and the rest. So you can have maybe phone number here, like this, and like that. So all right, that's that. So once we've done this, I can go back to that settings. I can go to what we did under customizer settings can now be done under settings. Okay, so I want to set our pages, so I'm going to go to reading. Under general, go to reading. So here, static page, we chose sample page before, so now we're going to choose our own page that we have designed. Then for the blog, we choose blog. Okay, and then we save changes. Also, we go back to this menu, go back to under appearance, and then we go to menus, appearance, menus. Okay, so we for the footer menu, okay, what do we want to add now that we have more pages? So we can say view all. Maybe we want to add our contact us, and okay, just the contact us we add to this. So then we can save the menu, and for our main menu we have to select here, click on this and select main menu and say select. Then we can add all the pages, select all the pages, and then add to menu. Okay, so we have home, blog, contact us. Okay, since I clicked twice, so we can remove this. Remove this one. Okay, the sample page is already there before, so it's appearing 3 times, so we remove this. So we have like this, and then we save menu. Alright, so now let's go back to our page and see how the website is looking now. Alright, so this is what we have. We have this, we have a video that is loading up here. Okay, yeah, so this is it. This is what we have as our home page. So it's, I believe it's looking good. Just for a tutorial here quickly. Then we have a footer. This is a footer here. Okay, then we have a copyright message down here. All right, so then for the menu we have the home, the blog. When we go to the blog, we see our post. Then we have our contact us page. Okay, and then we have a sample page. So pretty much what is needed on a website. Then we can, with this knowledge, you can go ahead and create any pages that you need, and you can also create posts in case you care about blogging. So you can delete this, and you can create more posts. Okay, so pretty much what is to be covered in this tutorial. I want to believe this video has helped you. If it has done contributed much to you, please give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you can always see the new updates or new tutorial that I drop frequently. Alright, bye for now. I'll see you in another video.